Hello, and welcome to this Technology Access Program, or TAP for short, workshop on Google Documents. In this workshop, we'll discuss how to use Google Documents. So, what are Google Docs, or what is Google Docs? Is it free? How do you use it? Well, for those who are familiar with Microsoft Office, it's very similar to that. For those who aren't familiar with it, Google Docs, is that there are ways to write, make letters, resumes, things like that, make spreadsheets, presentations, and a lot more. And the big question, is it free? Yes, as of the time I'm recording this, it is still free. So how do you use Google Docs? Well, you can either go to the Google Docs website, or you can download the app for your phone, tablet, or other device. We're going to go as if we're just going to the website. And first, we're going to show you how to create a document. Okay, so we've gone to Google Docs. And let's go back here. You can see Google Docs right here. Just search for Google Docs, comes up. Great. And we want to start a blank document. We're going to start with a text document here. So you can see there's resume for those who might be interested. There's a letterhead. Let's just try an example of that first. So we're going to click on letterhead. And here you can go in and you can blank out these spaces and put your address in here. And you can see you can just type in your information and just overtype what you need to and put in whatever you need to. And you can just retype, and then you can either print it right from here. You can see there's an option for a printer right here, or you could share it. You could send a link to yourself or somebody else if you wanted to. You can do whatever you need to with that document. Now let's go back. Now we've looked at doing a letter. Let's say we want to just do a blank document. So we could click on blank document, and we can either use a template. You can see there are a few templates here, but I really want to be blank here, so I'm just going to start typing. And again, I could print this if I wanted to. I could share it. You've got all sorts of options here. And I'm going to go back again, and we'll look at something else that we can do. All right, you see there's a brochure here, there's a report. Let's say you need to send a proposal to someone for some reason. You could just open up this proposal. And again, you can see it has space that you can edit and put your information in that you need. And you can give all sorts of fill in all this information, the goals overview. Gives you a nice idea about how to lay everything out. And again, you can print and share the information as well. So we're going to go back, and I think that just about covers the documents. So let's move on to the next segment. Now that we've created a document, we're going to show you how to use Google Sheets. Google Sheets is very similar to Excel. It's basically like a blank spreadsheet. You can use this for keeping track of your finances and things like that. And here we go. Okay, so now that we know how to create a document, let's talk about spreadsheets. So we can go up to this menu over here on the upper left, and we click on Sheets, and we can make a spreadsheet. You can do one that's designed for a budget, calendar, finance. They've got all sorts of stuff here. To-do list, which is great. I love this. Basically, you can go in here after you select that, and you can change the information in here, and you can start going down. You can change the styling. It gives you instructions right here, and you can keep adding things. And again, you can print it out just like with Google Docs, or you can share it. And we can always use a blank spreadsheet as well. And then we could put in any info we want in here. Like, say I wanted to keep track of how many eggs I buy a week. And then we could just, I could put the date over here, and so on and so forth. And I could just keep doing this over and over again as I needed to, or change it as needed. And again, I could print it out here, and I can share it as well. Okay, and let's go back. And this calendar one is really interesting. I want to take a look at that. And here you could go ahead and edit this, and you could change things or add things in there, or you could go in and you could have some, you know, put sets up useful stuff for yourself, excuse me, by going in here and changing things. And again, you could print and share this out. And yeah, we could do a monthly budget. And then we could go in and add our different figures here, and it would calculate and edit these, and it will calculate things for us too. So again, you can share it or print it as well. And I think that about covers Google Sheets. Okay, now that we know how to use Google Sheets, we're going to talk about how to use Google Slides. This is in case you want to do a presentation or something along that lines, and you can use it to do all sorts of presentation style things, like almost like a slideshow. Okay, now that we know how to use Sheets, let's go back and we're going to select Slides. So again, if you wanted to do a presentation for some reason, you could do this. You could do a photo album of presentation by clicking on photo album, and you can edit all the titles that you need to and put in photos. You can edit this easy enough. And you can add photos in by choosing a cut and then adding a photo in, going up to insert. And you can change things here too. You can change all the text that you need to. And you can change the photos as well. Go up to insert, and you can insert your photos. And let's go back. And you can always do a blank presentation as well. And you can put info in here. And you can put different things in here as well. You can create a layout. You can see there are templates over here that you can use. And I definitely recommend trying this out and having some fun with it. You could definitely use this for different things. You can use it for a friend's birthday celebration, if you wanted to show much slides of their life, that sort of thing. Okay, and I think that covers how to use slides. And lastly, we're going to show you how to use Google Forms. Google Forms is a great way for you to create invites to parties and things like that. It's basically a way where you can put all sorts of questions and answers right in there and keep track of it. Okay, so now that we know how to use slides, let's go over back to our menu and we're going to go to Forms. Now, Forms is pretty cool. You can do a party invite. Let's say you're organizing a party for somebody. You can click on this and you can go ahead and just clear this out. And you could just put all that stuff in there. And then look at this. It's already kind of laid out for you and gives you all sorts of suggestions about what to put in. And then basically once you saved this, once you published it, you can actually then share it with other people. And when you share it with other people, you can see their results. So this is a really cool way to keep things organized. Um, and you can have them put their email address in. Very helpful thing to have. And you can see the responses will be right over here. And you can choose settings. And you can set options. You can make this a quiz if you wanted to for some reason. You can see how the responses are measured. You can collect email address or not collect email addresses. And you can send your recipients a response or not. You can do all sorts of different stuff with the party invite. You can do event registration. You can collect contact information. All sorts of different things you can sign up for here on Forms. Forms are pretty darn useful. I suggest playing around with them. Thanks. I hope you got a handle on Forms here. Thank you for your time. I hope you got something useful out of this workshop and I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot. And remember, at Somerville-Cambridge Elder Services, we're here to help you. You can always contact us at 617-628-2601, or you can email us at info@eldercare.org, or you can find us online at eldercare.org. And thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.